All right. Hello again, adventurers, and welcome to another exciting daily vlog. This is Daily Vlog 2025, number 148. And today, I feel horrible. I've not been feeling great for a few days now, and just it wears on you so much. And I've been able to kind of put on a happy face and stuff for a while, and it's just today is just not fun. Really, really sick to my stomach. Nothing is just helping. Pain, just not fun. So today's gonna be a shorter video. I have made a decision on my Daggerheart game I'm playing in June, on June 10th at 9 p.m. Central Time. Um, I'm going to be running the Village of Hamlet, which is the first part of the Temple of Elemental Evil. After talking about it in that other video, I got the bug into my brain, and now I'm kind of obsessed. I'm looking around because it comes with maps, but they're real old school maps, and I'm not sure if I want to use them or not. I'm thinking about using Incarnate to make the maps myself, but that is a shit ton. That is a shit ton of work that I'm not 100% certain I want to do. And so I also started just looking to see if anyone had made modern versions of the maps, and there are tons of them online. My biggest issue right now is I haven't found one yet that either I like enough that I'm willing to purchase it, or has some sort of disclaimer on it that says, hey, if you want to use this map, you can. And I'm not going to just take a random map that I find on the internet without some sort of permission from the author or the creator of the map, despite the fact that it's a recreation of a map that I already have purchased and I have a license to use, because it came with the Temple of Elemental Evil digital version that I purchased. I just don't feel good about, because I know how much work it is to update a map. I've done it quite a few times. And so I know how much work it is to update a map, and I don't want to kind of screw someone over by taking their map and then using it without their permission. So if I can find because it's not that the old maps are bad or in any way, shape, or form, but they're drawn on grid paper, like old school, like graph paper is what they're drawn on, which is what old D&D adventures used to be drawn on. Like, they didn't use the 1-inch grid that we're used to now. That really didn't start becoming popular, I think, until 3rd edition was when it became kind of the standard thing to make everything on. But definitely 1st edition and original did a D&D. It was all done on just a little graph paper. And so that doesn't translate super well to a virtual tabletop. It just, the squares are too small, and it's a little bit difficult for like a modern player that's not used to a lot of the kind of visual shorthand that was used in those old pen and paper maps. So yeah, since we have the technology, I like updating the maps to something that's a little bit more visually pleasing and a little bit easier for the players to understand, especially since, because we're going to be playing, we're going to be using Daggerheart, things like the grid is not really that important. Like, the maps are going to be on screen for visual reference, not so much for tactical combat. So having like a map of the Village of Hamlet, the benefit of that is going to be, okay, well, we want to go to this place now. and they can go there and look for stuff and things like that, as opposed to me just, you know, listing off every single place. Like there's a huge value to having good maps. And then when dealing with the moat house, it will mostly be for the exploration aspect of it, more so than having, you know, tactical combat. You can have tactical combat with Daggerheart. They have a guide in Daggerheart that kind of translates their kind of vague distances of like melee, very close, close. I can't remember what far, and then more than far, whatever that is. They have a thing that kind of translates it into squares. So if you wanted to do tactical combat with Daggerheart, you 100% can. I'm not really looking to do that. But again, even if you're not using it for tactical combat, having a map that they can kind of point to things and go, ooh, I want to go there, or ooh, I want to do this, is really, really useful for that exploration style gameplay. Remember when I did what is an exploration system, and I mentioned you need to have a map? This is why. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past, I don't know, day-ish, is just kind of kicking around in my head. How do I want to bring this to life? But yeah, I'm pretty sold on the idea that, yeah, I'm going to run the village of Hamlet in Daggerheart and see what happens. So if anyone is interested in a classic D&D adventure run in Daggerheart, twitch.tv/trainerjody, June 10th, 9 p.m. Central. Check it out. Or if you really want to make me feel good, just immediately go over there and follow so that you get a notification anytime I go live. Because like tonight, one of the other reasons this is a short video, I'm running one of my D&D campaigns, and I'm going to spend the rest of the day just relaxing and trying to get my brain to stop punishing me long enough to run the game tonight. So it's fun. I even have things where if you watch, you can use your channel points to like interact with the game. Like you can give the players like healing potions or and stuff like that, and advantage and other reroll tokens, stuff like that. So come watch us do weird things. Anyway, it's all for me today. I will see you guys and then next time. All right? Bye-bye.